Hello. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, guys. So, my name is Scott. I will be your teacher for this class. Um, in this class, we're going to talk about engineering. I'm really excited to teach you guys about engineering because I think it's really cool, and I think you guys will think it's cool too. So before we get started, I would like to know a little bit more about you guys. So what we'll do is we'll do a quick show of hands. I'll ask you a question, and if you agree, just raise your hand, okay? So raise your hand if you've ever heard of engineering before. Okay, we have one. No one else knows engineering? Okay. Raise your hand if you like to make things. We have one person. One person likes to make things. Okay. Raise your hand if you like math. No? So-so? A little bit? Raise your hand if you like science. One person likes science? Okay, last one. Raise your hand if you want to make the world a better place. Okay. Okay, well, good to know. Um, Now I'd like to get a little bit more information about you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to introduce ourselves, okay? So I will ask for your name, your age, something that you like, and then what do you think engineering means? Okay? So I'll start. My name is Scott. I am 23 years old. I really like dogs. And what is engineering to me? I'm actually going to save that until after I hear you guys. So let's start with the one guy that I do know. Um, Shin, could you please tell us your name, your age, something you like, and what you think engineering is? Also, Shin, I can't hear you. I think you might be muted. Hi, Shin. How old are you, Shin?
And I am age 10,
Okay.
and uh,
Something
I
that
like
you like.
I like to make airplanes,
Cool.
and uh, engineering is is um like it's a thing that makes the world a better place.
Good answer. I like that. All right, thank you, Shin. Let's hear from the lady with the blue and white shirt. What is your name? Yes.
My name is Dear.
Jian? Okay. And how old are you, Jian?
I'm 11 years old.
Okay. And what is something you like? Did you freeze? Uh-oh. Can you hear me, Gian?
I like
Do you have a favorite food or a favorite color, an activity?
my favorite color is purple.
Cool, I really like purple too. Gian, what do you think engineering means?
Mm,
If you don't know, it's okay. Do you have any guesses or no? No? Okay, fair enough. Let's move on to the gentleman in the blue and white shirt. What is your name, please?
me?
Yes,
My name is Jiwon.
Jiwon, nice to meet you.
Yes.
And how old are you, Jiwon?
I'm 12 years old.
12 years old. And what is something you like?
I like play soccer.
Soccer, cool. And Jiwon, what do you think engineering means?
Mm, I don't know.
Okay, fair enough. Well, that's why we're in the class to talk about it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so here, I'm gonna share my screen and I will tell you what engineering means. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
Okay, what is engineering? So, engineering is using math and science to make life better. And that's for people and for the environment. So let's try reading it together. Engineering is using math and science to make life better. Okay?
Yes.
Now, there are a couple of different types of engineering because making the world a better place can take a lot of different forms. So, in the field of engineering, it gets broken down into a bunch of different categories, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So, here are the types of engineers. There are mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, chemical engineering, and civil engineering. So first, we're going to talk about mechanical engineering. Now, does anyone have any idea what this means? What does mechanical engineering mean?
It it's it oh,
No ideas?
no.
No? That's okay. Let me tell you. Mechanical engineering or mechanical engineers deal with how things are made. So mechanical engineers work with heat, power, and machines. So here are a couple of things that mechanical engineers make. Has anyone, raise your hand if you've ever been on a roller coaster before? Shin's been on a roller coaster. So mechanical engineers actually make roller coasters. Also, here's a car. Mechanical engineers make a car because cars are a machine and they deal with power. And then here on the bottom is an air conditioner. Do you guys know what an air conditioner is? Yes? So mechanical engineers also make air conditioners because they deal with power and heat. So that's basically what a mechanical engineer does. And real quick, can we all say this top line together? Mechanical engineers deal with how things are made. Very good. Next, we are going to talk about electrical engineering. Does anyone have any idea what an electrical engineer might do?
An electrical engineer deals with electricity, like at home, and like how to make electricity.
Very good. So, like Shin said, electrical engineers deal with electricity and power supplies. So electrical engineers also build and test electrical equipment. And now here are a couple things that you guys might recognize. Here's a computer. This is something that electrical engineers make. Cell phones, iPhones. This is what electrical engineers make. And also speakers for music. So again, let's read this top line together. Electrical engineers deal with electricity and power supplies. Next up is chemical engineering. Does anyone have an idea what a chemical engineer might do? I know they're tough questions.
No.
No?
They make they make something with like chemicals and mix them together to make stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. So here's what chemical engineers do. Chemical engineers deal with chemistry and life science. Now, have you guys heard of chemistry before? Yeah? Can I get a show of hands if you've heard of chemistry? We got one. So chemistry is basically the study of the building blocks of life. Everything that's living comes from chemistry. So chemical engineers make ways to transport and use chemicals. So some things that chemical engineers do is they will make medicine, they will make sources for fuel, which make energy, and they also find better ways to make food. And now here's the last one we'll be talking about today. This is civil engineering. What do you guys think civil engineering means? Yes, Jin?
Like they make bridges and make constructions.
Very good. Yes, they make bridges. So like Shin said, civil engineers deal with infrastructure. Now, infrastructure, that's a pretty big word, but what infrastructure is it's things that we use in our communities together. So a road is a type of infrastructure, a bridge is a type of infrastructure, and a dam is a type of infrastructure. So civil engineers make this type of infrastructure. Now here is going to be your homework assignment for the day. I'm asking you to memorize the 4 types of engineers and what they do. So here are the types again: mechanical engineer, electrical engineer, chemical engineer, and civil engineer. And now, before we leave, I have a quick activity for us to do. This is called Match the Invention. So what's going to happen is I'll show you a picture and you tell me which type of engineer you think would make it. So this first one, what kind of engineer makes cars? Anyone have an idea? Yes, Shin?
Mechanical.
Let's see. Yep, you got it. Nice job. What type of engineer makes bridges? Jian or Jiwan, do you have any idea? Your choices are mechanical, civil, electrical, or chemical.
2.
Civil?
Yes.
Let's see. Yep, civil engineer. Good job. Next one, what kind of engineer makes medicine? Yes, Shin.
Chemical.
Good job, you got it. Chemical engineer. What type of engineer makes phones? So again, your choices are mechanical, electrical, chemical, or civil.
Electrical.
Yep, it's electrical engineer. Now, what type of engineer do you think makes TVs? Shin's answering all the questions today. Yes, Shin?
Electrical.
Good job. It's electrical engineer because TVs deal with electricity. Now this one's a little tricky. What kind of engineer makes soda? Jian or Jiwan, do you have any idea? Shin, do you have an idea?
Chemical.
You're right. It's chemical engineer. Now, what kind of engineer makes tunnels? Mechanical, civil, electrical, or what didn't I say? Chemical? Yes, Shin?
Civil.
Civil engineer, correct, because civil engineers deal with infrastructure, and tunnels are a type of infrastructure. And now this one's a little tricky. What kind of engineer do you think makes robots? Yeah, Shin?
Mechanical.
Good guess. Any other guesses? No? Well, here's the answer. it's both mechanical and electrical engineers, because robots are a machine and mechanical engineers build machines, but a robot also uses electricity. So this is a case where mechanical engineers and electrical engineers work together. And that actually happens quite a bit. Yeah. So that is all the time that I have today. Can anyone remind me what the homework assignment is? Who remembers? Yes, Jin?
Memorizing all the engineers.
Good. And what were they? Mechanical, electrical, civil, and chemical. All right, guys. Well, that's all the time we have for today. I will see you in a couple of days. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.